Hi, my name is Dr. Robin Abramczyk, and I'm a holistic and biological dentist in Heath, Texas. The name of my practice is Smile Ranch Dentistry, and I am here with my friend Nicholas Burtner, and he is the director of the School of Permaculture in Dallas, Texas. Nicholas, what is permaculture?
Oh my goodness, Dr. Robin. That's like my new name for you, by the way. Just
cool, I'll
Doc
take
Robin.
it. Okay.
Can we just do some air guitar right here?
Yeah.
This is like
High five.
Okay, Uber that. This is going to be put on like YouTube all over the place.
That's right.
So, that is a very difficult question to answer, believe it or not, because it's a huge, like, manifold of words to put into something really short. So what we did the other day is we kind of shortened as much as we could, and we said permaculture is like feng shui with nature, right? But let's get a little bit like how will it connect with what you're doing here with dentistry. So permaculture, we can replace the word university for permaculture, or like vice versa. Where a university would take all the disciplines of like architecture, anthropology, hydrology, landscape, and it would put them in a like university, but they're segregated. They're all fighting for money and for students. That's why permaculture doesn't really fit. So permaculture is all those different disciplines: architecture, hydrology, landscape, working with people, community, but it connects them. And one of the things that we probably don't talk about enough, but it's the reason people often get into permaculture, is nutrition. So when I came in and got an awesome teeth cleaning, by the way, it was like uberly good.
Awesome.
We started talking about nutrition, and Nicole Rice is a friend of mine here in the DFW area. She had referred your office, and once we met, it was just like uber connectivity. So permaculture goes deeper than just say, hey, let's drink alkalized water. Where does your food come from? How are you living your life? And then that integrates into how healthy you're eating, which integrates into how healthy your mouth is.
Right.
And so that's
So it's more than just eating organic. What else is the beauty of it? Do you have gardens? Do you have special places that you live? Do you live more economically? How does it work?
Those are great questions. Yes. So here's the tip. Here's like the tip here. Organic was so 5 years ago. Yeah. So the next phase of food, and I hate saying it like this because I'm not trying to like package it to make it like so accessible, but it's nutrient density. It's all about it's nutrient dense foods.
Absolutely.
And organic foods, it's not like it's doing necessarily 100% bad, but for every 2 steps forward it does, it takes like 5 back.
Yeah.
It's they're still using conventional agricultural practices in organic farming, where permaculture looks at it from a very not only holistic approach, but a whole systems approach.
Okay.
So if we get into like farming or gardening, how much input are you putting into how much output you're getting?
Okay.
And so it's actually a design system, So yes, there's gardens, organic, it's amazing. So and we do courses here locally, and all walks of life come from oil and gas executives to students to stay-at-home moms to yoga instructors to business and finance, just all sorts of people come.
So they come to you and they learn how to have their own garden and how to do that more efficiently and have a better harvest with more nutrient dense produce.
You're exactly right, Doc Robin.
Okay.
You're exactly right. It's that's one aspect. They could also come to learn how to design
their housing,
their landscapes, their lifestyles. What's really important to people. And I think today everybody's kind of caught up in this rat race.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so that's kind of taken them into a very negative like mode. That's why we need Jesus, really.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. So what it does is tangibly put something a solution-based method that says, okay, how can I design my life to where it's really benefiting all the things around me, all life and life more abundantly, and myself and my family. So I could put myself in a situation where I choose to go to a place of employment because I want to, not because I have to. Because, Doc Robin, why are we making money? At the end of the day, it's just for purchasing natural resources. So instead of being 100% consumer, let's go back to being like a producer and for the vast majority of our own needs, and having a way, having just a more fulfilling and meaningful life, you know?
It's like minimalist yet abundance at the same time.
Love that.
I love it.
I'm gonna hashtag that today.
Go ahead.
Minimalist
Do
and
that.
abundance. Put your name on it. I really like
Do
it.
that. That's great. So talk about the housing structures.
Well, natural building, there's basically 3 types of housing, right? There's natural building, recycled building, and then like man-made building. Unfortunately, there's hardly anything that's like 100%, I guess, green, you know? But the idea is to build structures that work with natural phenomenon that get you off the dependency of fossil fuels. So for instance, we can build houses, and it's dependent on climate too, like tropics is different to the desert and different to temperate climate. But we can build houses that say completely independent of electricity, harvest their own water, treat their own septic, grow food, and stay around 76 degrees year long inside.
Wow.
Yeah, natural, we use the sun to heat and cool houses.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just connectivity, closed loop systems, there's a lot to it. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It will change. Most people say it changes their lives after they take a permaculture design course.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if someone were interested in learning more about permaculture, how would they reach you?
Well, first they got to come get their teeth cleaned over here with Doc Robin, and they go to schoolofpermaculture.com and click on our courses page, and they can come right here in Plano, Texas, and have an uber fun time.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's very exciting. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome.
And thank you for joining us today. One more air guitar.